Hey there folks, and welcome back to Crossflux and Broken Ideas Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series. Today we're opening up 24 packs of Tactical Evolution. We are closing out the GX era quickly, are we not? So, Tactical Evolution gave me a pretty good card right off the bat. Zombie Master, really essential for this early synchro, pre-synchro zombie deck kind of build. I'm not sure if I have enough good zombie cards to warrant running zombies even with the Zombie Master, but we'll see. Snake Rain, man, just a little while ago that card jumped in price once the Abyss archetype was released in the TCG because, wow, people all of a sudden wanted reptiles. Wow, who would have guessed? But speaking of Abyss, I actually feel really bad about it because I really love the archetype. I think it's a properly balanced archetype. It wasn't as OP as people thought it was going to be, and so that's why it got kind of brushed under the rug. But, I don't know. I actually have an Abyss deck, and yeah, it's quite nice. Meanwhile, I'm talking about modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, but we're sitting here opening up packs of Tactical Evolution. So, what was good about this pack? Well, it's a GX era pack, so honestly, not that much. There's a few decent cards I've kind of scrolled past. Oh, hey, look, Summoner's Art. That is actually a card I kind of wanted. You guys know I love me some normal monster support, and Summoner's Art is a rare, so I'm hoping to get the playset if I can, but at least two I'll be happy with. But yeah, so Tactical Evolution introduced the Venom archetype, which is pretty bad. The boss monsters have like a unique win condition where if they inflict battle damage, I think it's 3 times, they auto win the game. So it's kind of reminiscent of poison counters from Magic the Gathering from the Phyrexian era. If you guys are familiar with that, they don't really do anything for me. They're just snakes. They don't even really have much of a fantastical appearance to them. I kind of like Venom Cobra, I guess a little bit, but overall, not that great. And the other archetype, I guess you can kind of call them an archetype. It's really just a new monster type. It is Gemini monsters. Basically, they're normal monsters that can turn into effect monsters if you waste a normal summon on them. And if you're thinking to yourself, wow, that sounds pretty bad. Well, you'd be right. Gemini monsters are absolute trash. They even received a structure deck support a little while down the line after the release of them like this, and it was like a band-aid on the problem. It still didn't do enough to make them viable in any capacity. I kind of like the idea of the Gemini monsters, but just in execution, it just doesn't really come off feeling great at all. So ultimately, there's not really much in this pack that I'm really looking forward to. I did pull a Doom Shaman though. That's something I might consider if I double back on the Dark Worlds, because it is Fiend support. The problem is, it's a Gemini monster, and we just talked about those. Also, he himself is a spellcaster, not a Fiend. So theoretically, if I had a playset of Doom Shaman, then he couldn't even revive other copies of Doom Shaman. He's just there to bring back other fiends. But, I've got better ways of reviving my fiend monsters. Yeah, see, once per turn you can special summon a fiend from your hand or grave. So it's the Dark Worlds already kind of revive themselves from the grave anyways, so he's not really necessary. Yeah, forget what I said, I'm not going to use him even if I go back on Dark World. Here we are, coming up on our very last pack. What is it going to be? Common Charity. Hey, not bad. I think that's actually the playset of it. At least 2 copies. I know I saw one earlier in my pack opening. It's a generic draw card for normal monsters, so not too bad, honestly. So, Tactical Evolution. There you go. It's about as good of a pack opening as I expected. Honestly, a little better than I was expecting, because, let's be honest, I wasn't expecting much. But, it seems the trend continues. My luck is fairly decent when it comes to crappy packs. Now, if only that luck could continue into the good packs. And speaking of good packs, we do have a couple good packs closing out the next 3 episodes of the GX era. But we'll save that for another time. For now, let's go ahead and add this to collection, and I'll see you guys in the lab.
Hello, we are here once again to open 24 packs of Tactical Evolution. So, there's like nothing I want out of this entire pack. Like, not even one card. There's like 2 decent zombie cards, but even then they're not great. And I don't know if I can or want to run a zombie deck, so I don't know. So we're kind of going through the motions, just opening packs until we're done, and maybe hope that something can be useful. If not now, then in the future. Phenomenon. King of Poisonous Snakes, he looks cool. Zombie Master! Cool. I think he was one of the good zombies. There were 2. I can't remember one of their names. 2 in a row. That's weird. Sorry, when I don't want any of the cards, I can only focus on the art. Last pack. Do we get anything amazing? No. No, we don't. Alright. Well, what a shock. The pack that isn't good didn't give us anything good. I'll go mess with the deck, see if I change anything, go back to anything previously, or whatever. So, let's go see.
Alright folks, we're back. Rocking pretty much exactly the same deck as I had last time. I'm not entirely impressed with how the 6 Samurais functioned last episode, although we did still manage to take the win off of Broken with it. But I really do like these guys, and I want to give them one more chance to shine. That trade that Broken and I did for Rhoda in exchange for Ryza is probably in her favor, let's be honest. But Rhoda's a generically useful card, even if I don't end up having a good 6 Samurai deck, even going forward with new support or whatever. Rhoda's still such a generic card that it could be thrown into any warrior strategy that I pick up in the future. So I'm still happy that I got a Rhoda. And although Ryza is a spectacular card, it's one of those cards that in a theme deck, I don't really see myself using it that much. Like, if I were to go back to my Dark Worlds, for example, I'm not sure if I would really have the room to put it in the deck anyways, so it's alright that it's in Broken's hands. Regardless, like I said, the deck's pretty much the same, so I don't really need to say too much about it other than the idea is to get at least 2 6 Sams on the field so that their effects come online. It's a warrior toolbox, so hopefully I have the tools that I need to snag a win with whatever it is that Broken decides to bring to today. So, without further ado, let's head on over.
Okay, we're back with our deck. Went back to Harpies, because I think they're going to be more helpful than the Gravekeepers now that Crossflux is off of Dark World. I added Queen, because she is the queen. Yay. I added Ryza. I traded him Rhoda for Ryza, so that way I could have it because I need something. I want something. And surprisingly, he didn't seem to care too much about having Ryza anyway. Other than that, the deck is pretty much the same as it was. I added a little bit of protection to make sure my monsters can stay on the field so we can get Ryza out. I added some barrier statues, and so hopefully this is good. I really like the Harpies. I really liked using them last time, even though we didn't win. I thought we got pretty close, so hopefully we can get closer and actually win this time. So, see you there.
Alright, we're back in the arena. Hopefully Tactical Evolution allowed us to evolve our decks.
No.
Yeah, that's a bit reaching, isn't it? This is another one of the classic GX packs. And by classic, I mean it's straight up garbage, which is what GX era was.
Yeah, pretty much. Summon Birdman.
Not Birdman Joe.
No, not Birdman Joe, but the other Birdman.
Okay, so you're back on Harpies again. I didn't think a new strategy was on the table, given that this was the set we just opened.
No, I don't know if you could go to a new deck based on what you pull on this one.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I'm actually in a tight spot. So I will set a card, and I will set another card.
Okay.
Would you like a steaming cup of tea?
Cup of tea?
A cup of key?
No. Give me Harpy.
Harpy Queen.
Harpy Queen.
She's from the previous set, but yeah, I guess you ran the Gravekeepers instead, so...
Let's try having Birdface go first.
Okay, well, he will succeed.
Oh, yay. And then Harpy Queen.
Alright, 17 direct.
Yay!
Alright, starting turn. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, I'm going to be using this a bit earlier than I would like, but Dark Hole.
Oh, come on. No, come on. You don't wanna...
Alright, so no search for you.
Wait. I could activate this.
Yeah, you can. I would have to discard another spell to
Are you going to?
Yeah, I'll get rid of that.
That's why I didn't reset
It sucks,
my field yet.
but... Yeah.
Well, at least you got rid of a spell.
Alright, I will normal summon Yaichi, and I will Call of the Haunted on Come On. Come on, get back on the field. Alright, so now I've got 2 6 Sams active, so I'm going to use Yaichi's effect to try and pop that card.
I guess I activate it in response.
Okay, well,
And
that's
I
one way of dealing
will
with
throw this.
Storm Winds. Okay, fair. So Yaichi dies.
Phew.
Battle phase, I can attack with Come On for 15. Throw that stick of dynamite. I'm not sure what's samurai about dynamite.
Hot.
Like, that seems more of a ninja thing to me, not samurai. But then again, I don't really know much about real-life samurai history.
Let me set this card. I'm going to set the card. Pass?
Okay. Alright, that's something I want to see. Oh, normal summon YuGiOh. And since another 6 Sam's active, whenever he attacks, before damage calculation, he auto-kills the face down.
You, away! No time to waste. Let's go.
Okay.
And since he destroyed it by effect, Kamakiri doesn't actually die in battle, so that means it will not replace itself. So Come On will attack directly for 15 once again. Alright, your move, I guess. YuGiOh always reminds me of, what's his name, Orin from FF10.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that whole arm brace thing, and of course he's a samurai, so, you know.
I don't see a brace.
He's got like that armor on one side, so I guess it's not really the same thing, but it's close. Alright, normal summon Nisashi, is that good?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, 14 direct. Alright, Nisashi's second attack, 14 go.
Okay, I die this turn, basically.
Nothing to stop, Come On.
No, I have nothing.
Dang. Alright, well, first win for the samurais.
I have my body as a shield in last will.
Oh man, if only you had that My Body earlier, like for the Dark Hole.
What a shock, I lost.
Going first.
Okay, set this. Enter.
Doing a lot of tea setting this episode. Alright, let's start off with a Graceful Charity. And I will pitch a Yariza. And it's a tough choice, but I guess I'll get rid of Compulse. I will then attempt to reason with you.
3.
Okay. 3. Alright, you got it. Good job. Alright, I guess I am forced to bring out my trusty ninja. And I'll have him attack. Hamakiri.
I'm
Alright.
gonna get a harpy lady.
What number?
1.
Hey, number 1.
Because I think the other ones are too high of a level, aren't they? I mean...
They're not, but honestly, they're not very good.
Okay.
Alright, main 2, set and pass.
Harpy hunting ground.
Mm-hmm.
Harpy lady 1.
Okay, so, since hunting ground's gonna destroy it anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and bottom this here to destroy and remove. I believe I can actually hit her with that because continuous effects apply as soon as she hits the field. So she's technically a 1900 attack monster or something like that, so bottomless will hit it.
Okay.
Alright, what else you got?
I don't know. I guess I just attack your ninja.
Okay, so you're gonna crash him?
Oh, wait, that's true. Let me change the part.
Okay, getting some more damage in.
No, wrong. Just pretend I attack.
Attacking directly with both.
Sorry.
Okay, anything else?
No.
Set and I'm gonna change my ways. You know how much I love crashing monsters, right? I'm actually not going to. Your turn. There's the third one.
Yeah.
Jeez, both of them on the field there, they're pretty strong.
I guess one will attack the ninja,
Okay, so I'll take 3.
and then one will attack the face now.
Alright, banish both. It's a warrior lady. Oh, before we go any further, I do believe Hunting Ground is a mandatory effect. So, technically when you summon that Harpy Lady, you would have to destroy a spell or trap. Which would, in this case, be one of your own.
Okay.
Alright, Icarus attack. Okay. Alright, well, you still got through with those attacks. So, anything else on your turn?
No.
Alright, I take it back. I'm gonna go back on my ways. I'm gonna crash. Your turn. Ninja, yay.
I
Okay,
guess
so
I'll
that's
just attack.
11 direct.
That's all I got.
You're getting close. But I do have a bigger monster. Summon YuGiOh. And I'll have him attack for 600 damage. That's all I got.
Nani?
Alright, I'll go ahead and MST that back row, because I don't know what it is. And I'll attack for 17. Your turn. There's not much I can do right now.
Nani?
Alright, I will Nobleman the face down.
Every time.
Yeah, it's very weird because I can only run one cross out. I don't know why I draw it so much. And if you check the footage, I always draw it the very next turn after you set something. I won't have it in my hand before, and I won't have it in my hand after. But 17 direct. And I'll set a card this time though. It's your turn. Another pass.
Nani?
17 direct. Your turn. Monster Reborn, alright. It's pretty good top deck for you.
Okay, last will.
Okay. I think this is the first time you've actually tried pulling this card off.
This is the first time I can actually tribute summon something.
Oh, there he is, coming back to bite me in the butt.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last will trigger. So since your Harpy Lady was removed from the field, you get basically a Sanguine monster to the field.
Yeah. I have Harpy's Pet Baby Dragon.
A free monster is a free monster.
There we go. So I guess last will's done. Ryza, his... I guess I would...
His effect would technically be part of the same chain. So what card would you be stacking on top of my deck? Although I guess, once again, I just realized we forgot. You wouldn't have a choice in the matter. When Hunting Grounds... When you Monster Reborned your Harpy Lady, you would have destroyed my back row, which was an enemy controller.
Okay.
So you would just be stacking my...
I'll get that right at some point. I don't get to use Hunting Ground very often.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't think most duelists use it very often.
I can actually attack with both.
And that's game.
I did not know I would actually win.
Well, when you use Monster Reborn plus a banned card, it's pretty easily game. But no, it wasn't just that. You had to set up your grave first, so good job. I shall
Thank you.
Defeat. Bum bum, bum bum. Am I going first? I don't know. I'm so used to going second that it's just inevitable at this point. I'm just gonna choose to go second. I've accepted.
Syndrome.
Yeah, I've accepted my fate. Besides, I like the extra card.
I want Upstart.
I get an extra card and extra life points. Oh boy, it really is the Christmas season.
Set. Summon. And my turn.
Okay. Start. I will do one of the best opening cards in the game. Graceful Charity. I will be getting rid of... I have, the 8 best cards in my deck, so it's what are the least best?
You drew everything you need, basically.
Kind of. I'll get rid of enemy controller, and I guess I'll get rid of... Believe it or not, Change of Heart.
Okay.
Alright, I will Reasoning.
3. No!
Alright, Ninja Grandmaster to the field. Unfortunately, he's not a 6 samurai in name, which is something I was really hoping would happen. So, I will normal Zanji. Let's go to battle. So, Ninja into Bug.
Bug, so 400, and then I basically get a Harpy. There we go.
Or another Bug.
Bug.
Right, well, Zanji into Bug.
Bug.
I have hired samurais and ninjas for bug extermination.
And now I get Burb.
Bird Lady.
Burb.
Okay, well, main 2. Set. Pass.
This.
Hunting Ground. I will activate NST in response to just go ahead and blow it up.
Hooey.
Before you can summon another Harpy.
Activate Pulse.
Okay, which one? They have the same stat line, basically.
I know, but I guess maybe 6.
Okay.
Set to defense.
Alright.
And
Got her on the ropes.
Done.
Alright, main 1. I will bring Zanji back out, I suppose. And I'll have Ninja attack and auto kill with his effect. In case it matters for whatever reason. And then 18 direct. So it's your move.
Nani?
Well, let's start dealing with this back row. I will normal summon Yaichi. And now that there's multiple samurais, I will use his effect to try and destroy this card. Icarus. Ooh. You can't activate that one in response?
No.
Alright, main one. Let's have... Or, not main one, sorry, battle. Zanji will attack, and thanks to a 6 SAM effect, after damage he auto-kills, and then 18 direct. Once again, Yaichi doesn't get an attack because I used his effect, so it's your turn.
Nani?
At the end of your turn, I will compulse it back to hand. Main one, I will pop that last back row with Yaichi. And I will proceed for exact kill, 18 and 18.
Six Samurai worse. They're worse than Dark World.
They're worse than Dark World.
I can't, if you get them on the field, I can't do anything. I have nothing to get rid of them. I don't draw it.
I just think you're getting bad draws. I don't think your decks are bad. Because, I mean, how many turns did I have this match where I was literally, I attack with my one monster that I have on the field, and then I pass because I couldn't do anything.
Well, I can't fix how the game lets me draw.
No, I know you can't. It's like I can't fix how the game lets me draw in real life. I don't know what to do. I've taken a look at your card collection to see if there's some other kind of strategy that maybe you just haven't been thinking of. And I don't know, like, your pack opening luck has been really bad too. Like, you just don't really have the cards. I mean, you've got a lot of pity points though. I think you might have to just bite the bullet and get some cards that's going to help you win.
I don't know what's going to help anymore. Not at this point.
Well, I mean, future strategies are coming out too, so like...
Yeah, but I gotta just keep losing 3 more times until we get there.
I guess that comes in with the strategy of the progression series. Is it worth it to lose a few more times and then get all the pity points you need to buy a really good deck?
Not when it's not gonna matter.
Well, it might. I mean, new archetypes that are coming out in the upcoming sets is you've got Batterymen as an actual playable archetype at this point in Light of Destruction. And of course, Lightsworns are coming out, which means like, Lightsworn are really good. So
You'll just pull what you need and then we'll just be evenly matched, and then it's all about who draws better, and I don't draw good.
Well, we won't know for sure until we get there. I am rooting for you, but at the very least, like, it's always a fight. Like, you usually take me to game 3.
I mean, sometimes.
Regardless, we'll see how things turn out next episode with Gladiator's Assault. So,
Okay.
that actually reminds me, that's another archetype that's coming out that's pretty good. Gladiator Beasts. So, I mean, that's a possibility for you.
Yeah, they're fine.
Oh, that actually does remind me, because it might be coming up, since I have already mentioned that we actually have good archetypes being released at this point. We haven't really mentioned it before because it's never really come up since the Duel Monsters and GX era stuff just isn't really that good in the grand scheme of things. But another kind of rule thing that we wanted to implement with this progression series is, instead of opening like a booster pack or a booster box at the start of an episode, we can choose to forego opening that box in exchange for, I guess, what we would call like an archetype package. The reason for this is some archetypes, especially later on down the line, like once you get to the Xyz and Pendulum era, some archetypes will be absolutely unplayable in this progression series if you just have to rely on opening a single box of a set, because some archetypes like immediately come to mind is like Mermail. Everything in that archetype is like super ultra rare or higher, which means like if we're lucky we'll pull 1 copy of all the cards we need, but again, ideally you need 3, you need the playset. So like some archetypes are just completely off the table doing the progression series this way, and I don't think that's fair. I feel like if you want to give a certain archetype a try, you should be able to do so. And obviously, we're not going to have every card for every deck. So, kind of the way this archetype package is going to work is, say for example, we want to give up our booster box next episode for Gladiator's Assault. We could say, alright, I want the Gladiator Beast package. And what that includes is a playset of every common card for that archetype. And then you would get 2 copies of every rare card, and just 1 copy of every like ultra rare and higher card for the set. That way you have a decent chunk to make an archetype playable. While at the same time, the downside, of course, is you're giving up that box, which means if that box had a few good generic cards in it, you'd be passing up the opportunity to pull them. So, I feel like that's a fair exchange. What do you think? Because I know we've talked about this before, but like, what are your opinions?
I think it's fine. I think it's fair.
Okay. But, like I said, we've kind of been thinking about this for a while, but we haven't really said anything about it yet because it just never would have come up. But I feel like at this point in the series, we're getting to the point where we might actually choose to do this instead of opening a box. So I wanted to go ahead and say it now before we forget.
Right.
But I think that's gonna be it for this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
And of course, we will see you in the next one.
Yeah.
So have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day.